This is really nice. The sun is coming in
Right on your legs.
right across my legs, and it's just really warm.
Look how bright your eyes are, Kippy.
It's really, really nice. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Breakfast Stream. We are downstairs. One of the interesting things about being downstairs and shooting in natural light for the first time in a while is that the lighting conditions will change. So I'm just gonna, instead of trying to like finesse it, I'm just going to occasionally tap auto white balance and just let it do its thing, and that'll be that. I actually think the exposure looks pretty good though. There is auto exposure. I never use that, but that scares me because I don't trust Blackmagic to do that. Anyway, morning. Hey, how exciting is it? How exciting is it?
I'm glad I didn't sleep last night so that I sleep tonight.
I gotta tell you, I'm pretty excited. I'm pretty excited. You know, we got 2 days. We got one more sleep until I get to see Chaz and Jeff again. And we got 2 more sleeps till the big event. Yeah.
That's not healthy. I tried to sleep.
We're all doing our best. We're all just doing our best. I don't have a place for my... I guess I'll just put it here.
It's where you normally put it.
Yeah, it is.
Upstairs.
Well, downstairs I normally have a table. And I don't have the table because we've moved everything around. It's fine. I gotta tell you though, setting up downstairs is really easy, at least for some of it, because the couch is identical. Like, we have the exact same couch downstairs as we have upstairs. So, like, I don't have to change the boom at all because I know that the boom is set up where it needs to be. So whenever I brought it down, I was like, I'll just set it exactly where it was upstairs and it'll be the same, which is true. The acoustics of the room are different, but you can't really get around that. But everything else is the same. So it's just like moving everything downstairs. It's nice.
Satsy asked if the 6 chairs behind us would be filled. We don't have chairs where everyone is sitting off screen.
Yeah.
It's just the empty tables right now. Like Dan, Chaz, and Jeff. And then we'll have a couple behind us for multiplayer games.
Yeah, I'll let...
They'll get to pick their chair for the variety.
Yeah, because we have some office chairs, right? And they're very different. Because we have a smaller office chair. We have the Extra Life one, which is a Racers...
DX?
DX Racer, that's it. Yeah, DX Racer chair. And then the other one, which is my old office chair, which is kind of like a lazy boy with wheels. So we'll basically let Dan and Chaz choose which chair they want, and then they can just pick whatever that feels comfortable. So, but otherwise, yes, the same crew. Chaz, Jeff, Dan, and Lindsay will be here. So, very excited. Still antsy. I think I'm mostly the thing that makes me most antsy, I talked about this on Breakfast Stream like last week or something, is that I want to set things up. And even though I've brought everything downstairs, the setup is actually different. Like, it's not the same as it'll be tomorrow during the test stream. The biggest differences are that... at least historically, we've run the audio into an audio interface instead of the camera, because there's not only this mic, but then there's the donation reader mic. So there's like, things are not set up exactly the same as they are this morning, or they won't be set up the same. So even though it looks like, oh good, they're set up, it's like, no, there's so much more. Also, I don't even know where the Wii U is.
It's like
I'm sure I'll
in
find
the house.
I'm sure it's in the house. I just don't know where it is. Well, I know where one of them are. We have two, and I would like to have the two, especially for an event like this, in case something goes wrong. So we have the one, but I need to get the other one. Also, the other one is the one that has all of the save data on from last year's Extra Life. So I really want that one, but I'll find it.
You also have to find the balance board.
Yeah, I don't know where that is either. I'm gonna find all this stuff like for the test stream tomorrow, so it'll be fine. I'll find it. Also, in case of emergency, Roland is just a phone call away. Just be like, Roland, I need an extra this, and he'll sigh very heavily, and he'll say, "You've had months," and then I'll say, "But can you do it?" And he'll say, "Yes."
And then he'll sigh again.
And then he'll sigh again. And then he'll threaten to not let me back in the store. That's happened a few times. It'll be fine. Anyway, let's read some alerts. We got a lot of resubs this morning. Oh, God. Yeah, okay. So normally the addition, the secondary monitor is on the other side of the TV.
Come here.
So when you drag the mouse,
they're backwards.
It's backwards now, so I have to drag it into Nowhere's Land, and then it shows up on the TV. It's fine. We get 25 months from Twitchy Toes, 37 months from Mad and Satsy, 36 months from Renee. Congrats on the 3. Thank you for all the help. 10 months at Tier 2 from Radio Dread, 30 months from Spark Strike, 25 from Mel ZD. We had 300 bits from Jaboka. Says, it's going to keep it short, but I absolutely can't wait for this weekend. Same. I mean, to be honest, I can't wait until tomorrow. Because tomorrow, like, things really happen tomorrow. Like, when Chaz and Jeff get here and we start setting up, that's when I'll feel better. Whenever I do a few, like, test recordings, and it's like, oh, it's working. And when we do the test stream, and I'm like, oh, it's working. Then I'll be fine.
Yeah.
Until then, I'll be antsy. But yeah, this weekend's going to be great. I'm looking forward to seeing what games we play. There's so many potential options, and I know that there's going to be like some good some good memories made.
Yeah.
Anyway.
New good community in-jokes.
Yeah.
From things like space lasagna.
Yeah. And we've already played so much Garfield because of that stupid racing game. But we'll just play more. 16 months from Captain McKitty. 7 months from the Leaf 473. 500 bits with Therluge says, Extra Life in 2 days. I've been wanting to play my game choice again. It may be shovelware, but John does it all the time. I'm sure I'll live. You'll live. It's also the time of year that we get the most use out of Wembler's Wii shovelware emote. Isn't it fun that emote is just one letter away from Wiimote? That's what we should have called it. It's Wiimote. W-E-M-O-T-E. Wiimote. We're gonna play shovelware. It's going to happen. To some extent, it's almost like
the more the better.
It's almost like the point of the event. Raising money for Children's Hospital, and then right below that, playing shovelware. Just playing a lot of shovelware. Yeah. 3 months from Kesar Nova. 13 months from Lilac Gulagochi. 35 from Cassie. 25 from Alexren. We got 36 from Sephiroth, though. 3 months for Dovey. Congrats on that 3. Hope your morning's going well. 20 months from Just KJB. 8 months from The Slick Dude. 25 months from Starlight Moon. 30 months from Shy. 300 bits from Shy also says 2 moons to go, gonna be a wild time. I like to think about things in terms of the number of sleeps. I mean, some people use days. I like sleeps because then it tells me how many times I have to hit the pillow. It keeps it straight in my head, like 2 sleeps. 2 sleeps, 2 sleeps. You know, historically, I have not slept great before Extra Life.
Same.
Like, it was either last year or the year before, possibly both. Like, I did the entirety of Extra Life on like 3 hours of sleep. Mm-hmm. And it's, you know, it sucks, but you can't move the event, you know? It's like, you wake up and you're like, I am not falling back asleep. Oh no. And then the event starts and you're thinking, I haven't had enough rest. And then you just have to go. So. Oh, Chaz says we have to leave for our flight at like 1 a.m. So we may be sleeping tomorrow afternoon. That's fine. That's fine. Take a rest. I'm more than capable of getting things set up. And again, the nice thing is the equipment is downstairs. Mm-hmm. The thing that I'll probably need to decide tomorrow is where everyone's going to be, and then just setting up some monitors and stuff. Oh, that's the other thing. I got to bring down some extra monitors. Yeah. We never talked about it, but a few months ago we bought a new monitor. And one of the things that I wanted when we got the monitor is I wanted it to be able to rotate 90 degrees. And that's what we got. So I'm looking forward to actually utilizing that, because my plan is to have the monitor dedicated just to chat, and it'll just be vertical, so we'll be able to see more chat at once. Mm-hmm. So it's like a quality of life thing that I was like, you know, eventually I want this for like a chat thing, and now we finally get to use it. I'm excited.
Kepler is sitting in the sun at our feet.
Yeah, his little face.
He had a big breakfast, so he's in a little kitty food coma.
He's been tired of his wet food for a long time, but the wet food is what he needs to eat, because that's what keeps his pancreatitis from coming back. If he eats dry food, he'll be sick again. So I've been trying to, you know, get him to eat his wet food, and I've been doing all sorts of little tricks and stuff, and they've been working pretty well. But recently he's just been like, I just really don't like this. So I'm like, okay, we had bought new food a while back, and I'm like, I'm going to start transitioning him to this new food because he's almost done with his old cans. Oh, he's rolling. Hey, bud. Are you being cute?
Roll back.
Roll back. She was too slow with the camera. Kippy. Roll again. Roll again. There he goes. Oh, who's a pretty boy? Who's a pretty boy? We gotta have
Who's an overexposed kitty?
We gotta have cat tax. Anyway, that's a good one. Oh, snap. Look at that. We got 10 gift subs from the Lone Sand Slash. Look at them milk bombs. Thank you, Sand Slash. Let me tell you where those went. Ricky the Hereupon, Harvey Thorne, Rebel Vince, That One Twilight Wolf, Mr. Dark Roast, DLO Yeet, Jaces529, Aso Adelaide, Human Brian, and Cassigil. Sand Slash, thank you.
I put cat tax in.
Appreciate that. Yeah, check out. This is what's right at our feet. He's very cute. He's just looking up like, how you doing? It's a good morning with Kepi. He's a good stinker. Yeah, I fed him this morning, and I gave him basically extra food, so I've just been kind of... I'm like, man, I hope he doesn't puke. I hope I didn't give him too much food, but I want to try and get him...
How much of the new stuff did you add?
Well, I gave him a normal amount of his other food.
Yes.
So he got a normal amount of his other food, and then I gave him, you know, some
I would have given him just a little, like, quarter of a teaspoon or something. Just
He's fine.
come here, bud.
He's fine. The new cans
Hi, darling.
for this new food are bigger cans than I've ever seen a cat food. Like they're the same.
They're 6-ounce cans.
Yeah, they're the same diameter, but
Or
they're
8 ounce?
tall. I think it's like 5.5.
I thought that's what the flat big ones were. Because it's 3 ounces for the old ones.
Oh no, you're right. You're right. 5.5 is a typical
Bigger can.
big can.
Yeah, but these are, like, even bigger. This is what you get when you have, like, 5 cats.
Well, I don't know. I think it's the size of the other ones. They're just taller. So actually, they might be close to 5.5 ounce cans. They may not be too crazy. Hi, bud. Oh, you are so warm.
Because he was in the sun.
I know. You're a little warm boy. Anyway, we got 12 months from a good way game. Leet. Congrats on the one. A lot of the people getting claps today right before Extra Life. Speaking of, 36 months from Keely Scipio. Congrats on the 3. Lots of applause. 9 months from One Option Choices. 300 from Kid Vanicus who says, getting over a sinus infection and general sadness right now. Thank you for the years and years of entertainment, joy, and care. Aw, well, I hope you get to be feeling better soon, in both ways. Sinus infections just aren't fun. I don't know what it was, but when I was in, I think, high school, middle school or high school, I just had a lot of them. I kind of grew out of it, but also, occasionally I'll still get one. For a while, it felt like once a year. But it used to be worse.
Now you get ear infections almost once a year.
Yeah. I haven't had one in a while, though.
Yeah.
Funny thing about, like, not interacting with the world, staying in your house all the time, is you do tend to not get sick as much. That's kind of nice. Kind of. 30 Bits from Cheese Hammer says, hey, Mom and Dad, do I get to be on stream for Extra Life this year? I would be absolutely over the moon if I got to meet the Dompe. And Chaz, too, I guess. It's true. Between the two of them, Dompe is a little more exciting. Yeah, I don't know that we're going to be needing to mash up any cheese on stream, but you know, maybe. You never know when the cheese lust will hit. You know, during the stream, Jeff may start foaming at the mouth and say, "Where's the cheese?"
I don't think we have any in the freezer right now.
Well, he just may run out the door and go try and buy some cheese. That's just a typical thing. That just happens to people from the Midwest. Jay Lineback gifted a sub to Retro Remedies. Also a 3-month resub from C Brood. It's fun to say. 300 from Shio says, I realized I've been watching too much fighting game content. When I heard the words rollback, and my mind immediately went netcode. It's like Jeff Foxworthy's, you might be a redneck, but you might be watching too much fighting game content. Which, from a stand-up comedian perspective, might be a more niche audience. Are there comics that do like almost purely video game stand-up? Because I've never heard of that, but like,
I mean,
it would do
they
well.
maybe didn't make it mainstream.
It would do well at like MagFest.
Yeah.
Like you went to MagFest and there was a comic that was like, "What's up with Luigi?" You know, then everyone would be like, "I understand this." But if you did that at like most places, I mean, you could probably get away with a Mario joke, right? Because like people know Mario.
Yeah.
But you can't be like, "Man, what's up with Yuna?" Everyone will be like, "Who is Yuna?" I don't know who that is.
Your eyebrow's really funky. This one.
Fix it.
Okay.
Thanks.
You had some hair that was just like, woo!
My hair, you can still kind of see it. I tried to fix it a little bit, but like this morning I must have slept on this side really bad, and like this was flat and then this was like up here. It looks a little better than it did. It was really bad this morning. But you know, sometimes I just I sleep on one side. It's fine. Brandon says, you're making it work. Thanks. Thanks. I'm doing my best. We also had 20 months from Vest Digital Media and 21 months from JDO 1997. Thanks. And having gotten through alerts, I'm going to enjoy a bite of my Pop-Tart.
Wow. Thanks. Now I get the rest. You enjoyed your bite. Your single bite. I don't want it. It's too dry.
This is the last Pop-Tart.
We finished them? You finished them?
It's taken a long time.
Yeah.
I don't eat them very often. And they're finally, like, it's finally going away. They've been in the pantry for like
A year?
not a year,
Yeah, probably not a year.
but like several months. So
Oh, bye, Kepi. Are you going to go get on your little blanket on the table?
he's looking up at it.
He doesn't want to jump that high after eating all that.
He's like, that's too far. I can't jump that high. You want me to lift you? He's walking over. He wants up there. Oh, he's caught up in the cables of the light. Do you want me to just lift you, baby? I can just lift you
You
up.
could also walk.
He probably doesn't know. Let me show him. Let me teach him how to walk up the thing. Here, bud, let me show you a trick. Let me show you a trick that will only be accessible for like a little bit.
Having an absurd dinner? You need Tiny Eddie's soup and omelette brittle.
You sure do. Because what is a dinner without a soup course?
But what is dinner without an omelet?
Soup and omelet brittle.
Look here. Let me teach you. You get up here. This is step one. And
No
then,
one can see you. They can just hear you talking to him.
And then step two is here. And then you just walk up here. It's very simple.
Kepler is watching him talk to him, though. Kepler's like, what?
You start on the couch and then you walk up to this and it's very easy. You gotta walk up here. Okay? Come here. Let me help you.
Careful with his stomach.
You're very full, aren't you? You got a bunch of crab in you.
Kepler's just like, Steven is standing over him ready to scoop him up, and he's just looking like straight up at Steven.
I help? I help. Is this what you wanted? There you go.
Sassy says, Dad is talking to me. Wow, don't know what he's saying, but it's comforting. Kepler just watches Steven's face. Like, sometimes he's in his lap and he's just staring at his face.
I have
And then Steven will talk to him sweetly and he starts purring.
I have a really good
Oh, we're in a biscuit trance over there.
I have a really good camaraderie with animals. I don't know why, but like most animals that I meet, we get along really well. They take a liking to me really quickly. It's always fun for me if I meet someone's pet for the first time and they're like, wow, they're, you know,
They never jump
they
on
never
strangers.
yeah they never do that to strangers or whatever, and I've gotten that a lot over the course of my life, and it always means a lot. I'm like, oh, you know, if the animal trusts me, then I'm fine. That's the only thing I care about.
There was one time at ChefCon Con that Koth like napped on me. Mm-hmm. And it was like, oh wow.
It's
Someone else's cat fell asleep on me.
it's you know, it's a nice feeling. He's making lots of biscuits.
Biscuit
That
treats.
was 1,000 bits from Leaf, by the way. He says, Tiny Eddie, please give me a high-energy snack as I prepare for orientation. That is way too early today. High energy. When I think high energy, I think soup. I mean, it's a soup and omelet brittle.
Omelets have protein.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it would. Yeah, it'd give you some energy. It's also it's a brittle, is what it is. If you had chicken broth and an omelet in a brittle, it's not really that bad. It could be better, but it's not that bad. Also, 14 months from James EP. James, thank you. now, having taken care of my son, who is,
Biscuit trance.
still in biscuit trance. He has not stopped making biscuits since I came back to the couch. I will enjoy another bite of this Pop-Tart.
Has to make that blanket softer. Tenderizing it.
It's pretty tender.
Have we finished cutting his nails? Or did we just get his thumbs? Because he's
think I
really
cut his-
pulling at the blanket.
I think I finished cutting his nails. Pretty sure. I don't know. Kinda? I kinda remember. I don't know. Is that like baking a cake for cats? Kinda.
Satisfy your taste buds with Tiny Eddie's postmodern casserole munchies.
That was a bit from James. He says, good morning, grandparents. Wish me luck these next few busy days, which includes subbing for middle school history. Hopefully I can still watch Extra Life. Tiny Eddie, please help me with a snack. Well, if you want to keep up with middle school history, you gotta have postmodern casserole crunchies. Oh, munchies. Crunchies is the special pet line from Tiny Eddie. Casserole crunchies. Cats come running. Renee says Steiner doesn't like the word casserole, so I just call it a surprise.
You could call it a bake, like a lasagna bake. Or a...
Yeah. Yeah, you could call it a bake.
Tuna bake.
People,
Like a tuna casserole, but like...
yeah. I don't know. Something about the word tuna is off-putting.
Spicy tuna roll?
That's fine. Something about tuna casserole is not appealing to me. And I'll eat tuna casserole.
Lasagna casserole what? Like, if you didn't want to do, like, a full lasagna, you can, like, throw the little noodles in and, like, sauce. And kind of just stir it up and bake it in a casserole.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I like tuna stuff. And, like, the idea of, like, do you want some tuna? I don't know. I'm like, I mean, I would, but don't call it that. Just be like, I got some fish, and I'll eat it. But spicy tuna roll, that's different. My brain's like, yeah, give me that. And tuna casserole is, like, even further down. I'm like, I'll eat it, but, like, yeah. There's more fish names that sound more appealing. Like salmon. Oh yes, salmon.
Ahi tuna.
Yeah, that adds a lot actually. I think tuna needs an adjective. I think that's what it's about. Spicy tuna. Spicy tuna roll, yeah. Ahi tuna, that's fancy. Yeah, fatty tuna is great. It just has to be, there has to be an adjective with tuna. There just has to be. What's another way you can...
Smelly tuna.
Oh, okay, not every adjective, clearly. "17 months from Rainy Days 48. Sassy gifted a sub to Ryan T64. Thank you. Tiny Eddie can add all sorts of adjectives to tuna. Thank you, Chaz. Rancid tuna. Love to describe any food with rancid. Renee says, I don't know that this adjective thing is the answer. It needs a adjective, but it does have to be specific adjective. I'm actually okay with canned tuna. Because canned tuna, even to me, is like, that's more appealing than just the word tuna.
When you think of tuna, what do you think of?
I think of cat food. I think maybe that's why. I don't like it. Because I love tuna. Like, tuna's fine. You're okay with canned tuna, but not tuna casserole. Yeah. Listen, I can't explain why I think the way I do, just how I think. I'm not sure. And believe me, I wish I knew. I just don't. 300 from Sudabite says, tuna get their name because they never swim in pairs. Are there 2 of those fish? Nah. 2? Nah. It seems like a bit of a stretch. Nah. 2? Nah. Reminds me of like a vampire, like Dracula going, ah. Like, Dracula, would you like a glass of milk? Nah. Wait, that's kind of Frankenstein, isn't it? Frankenstein's the one that goes, ah.
Frankenstein's monster?
Yeah, Frankenstein's son. What does Dracula have a thing? Oh, he's kind of like, isn't that him? We watched Nosferatu in college.
You did, yes.
Is that a silent film? I don't remember. It's been a long time. Not David Lynch is probably crying. 21 months from Moonlit Boulevard. Thank you. As well as 7 months from Breathe Wildly. Appreciate it. Yeah, okay, all right. Yeah, I vaguely remember. It's been a long time. I just remember being like, oh, this is pretty good. I remember watching it and thinking, this is loads better than, what's the movie I don't like?
Casablanca?
Yeah, it's it. Remember watching Casablanca and being bored. I was like, this is so much. But Nosferatu, I was like, look at that, stuff's going on. Stuff's happening. Stop hurting me. Alex was really mad. That's the only.
Didn't like Casablanca.
That's the only thing I remember. I think it's because is it Humphrey Bogart is the.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alex's profile picture for something was like Humphrey Bogart for like years and years and years. And I mentioned one time, I was like, yeah, I just watched Casablanca. And he's like, oh, cool, what'd you think? I was like, oh, I hated it. I was like, it was a struggle to stay awake.
What's the really long one that's not Casablanca?
The really long one?
The heroine is Vivian.
I'm gonna run beans while you
set
think of this.
In the South.
There's too many people asking for beans.
I saw Citizen Kane. Gone with the Wind. Thank you, not David Lynch. We didn't watch that.
I haven't seen Gone with the Wind. No. I mean, I'd watch any movie. I like movies. I have a deep interest in filmmaking, but I watched Casablanca and it was just it's not. The whole thing takes place next to a piano. They could have just called it piano. There's a lot going on in that movie, but it is basically in one location. So, Renee says, I thought Citizen Kane was real
I did not like Citizen Kane.
See, I liked Citizen Kane. I watched Citizen Kane and I like Citizen Kane. I think it's because, again, there's, more than one location. Jazz says, yes, the long cinematic tradition of naming films after the most visible prop. Hey, have you seen Rubber? What other films? That's all I got. I liked Rubber.
Coffee.
I did too.
I liked the concept. I liked that someone came up with that idea and they're like, yeah, let's just make the whole film. I've seen Maltese Falcon. It's been a while. I watched that one in college too. I gotta watch more movies. 309 bits from Furry Zoe says, I'm afraid for the calendar, its days are numbered. The calendar has 12 months. What's the there's a one really funny part in that.
Jingle Bells. It's the Jingle Bells parody.
Oh yeah, it's and that is why the calendar's more powerful than God.
It contains wisdom from above, that is why.
Yeah. Shout out to Rift Tracks, by the way. If you're looking for something to watch. I mean, I guess if you're looking for something to watch all of our stuff. But like, after that, there's a lot of great stuff on Rift Tracks.
Roberto says, but it's corn grass.
We
I think
haven't,
that one's for free on YouTube. It was for a bit at least. On their YouTube.
I think it still is.
It is, yep.
Yeah. We've referenced that a million times over the years, so check it out when you want. We have read from Radio Dread appropriately saying yak 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 when the alert matches the message. Perfect.
Have you seen Truman Show? I think I had you watch it once.
I watched it before. I've seen it before. These are very dry.
Yeah, you need some water or something?
No?
I want a cold drink.
Oh. I mean, if you're up...
What do you want?
I don't know. I'm not sure what I want.
Okay, well then I'm not getting you anything.
Oh, is that pink drink still in there? It'd be right in front.
Yeah, it's hiding behind the half and half.
You bring me that pink drink? I still got it. This is as much as I drank on the first time it was on the stream, and now it's... Oh, it's carbonated, so I bet it's kind of flat now. Oh, it did the... Psh. Woo! I have to, like, mentally prepare. Woo! Okay, I'm fine. Whew. I stand by my decision that this would be better without carbonation.
You could let it get flat.
Nah, that would ruin it. All right. Oof. Oof.
Oof. Oof.
Oof. Sit down right. It's not a good spot for the. There.
It's a sugar-free, flavored sparkling water.
The flavor is not that bad. It really isn't.
You know what's better? Apple cider.
I forgot we had apple cider.
I know, this was the last of it.
You didn't even offer me any.
Coffee!
It's really good apple cider. It's a little frozen, so it's almost a little slushy on top.
Man, in the last like 2 minutes, I've tasted coffee, Pop-Tarts, this, and this, and my mouth is like, please stop. You're hurting me. I think I prefer that hot. It's fine cold, but I think I prefer it. I think I prefer apple cider hot.
I like
Personally.
it both.
Equally?
Yes. I've drank about half of the thing hot, half of it cold.
Okay.
Sometimes I just want it warm and sometimes I don't.
Chocolate milk or hot chocolate? Go.
Chocolate milk.
To be fair, what I would answer for that would probably be dictated about how I feel at that specific moment. Riverwood Drake says, correct answer is both. I mean, there's no wrong answer for sure. Both are great. But like, it would depend. If I was actively cold when you asked me, I'd say hot chocolate. And if I was comfortable, I might say chocolate milk. I don't know. Ask me.
Hot chocolate, chocolate milk.
I can't answer that question. I tried. It was too hard.
Too hard. Brandon says, due to ongoing litigation, I will not be able to comment. Drink. I didn't know you could have this many options on a poll.
Soon we're going to find out that there's no limit. It's like 50 options. Like,
See,
take a look.
I think I had it confused with predictions, because that can only be 2.
Yeah.
I was
Not the
like,
same thing. Well, let's find out.
how does everyone feel about drink?
Hot chocolate, 47%. Comedy fifth option, 26%. Chocolate milk, 15%. I'm so indecisive, 8%. Neither, 5%. It's really not even close. People prefer hot chocolate to chocolate milk. Yeah, I'm fine with it. I think I like chocolate milk, but I don't want it as often as I want hot chocolate.
Yeah, but I don't want hot chocolate all that much. There's so many other things I'd rather have, like apple cider, or grapefruit juice, or eggnog. There's always a seasonal drink I want. Lemonade.
Lemonade is... I disagree that lemonade is seasonal, but...
Oh, I mean, yeah, but it's like a summer thing.
Pumpkin spice is seasonal. That's seasonal. Lemonade, that's an all... The reason lemonade isn't seasonal is because you can walk into almost any restaurant in America and order lemonade. To
Yeah.
me, that makes it not seasonal. Not seasonal. It's available all the time. you like seasonal drinks? Breakfast Stream is the place to be. This season we are featuring Skull Juice and Pink Drink. Love Skull Juice. 40 bits before Zoe says, Steven, memory test time. What does hippopotamonstrosiquipedophobia mean? I don't remember. I remember thinking that it meant fear of hippos, and that's actually not what it means. I remember how to pronounce it. I don't remember what it is. Is it the fear of long words? Fear of long words. Well, you know. I at least know how to say it.
Yeah.
Gumdrop Drape. 35 months from Dan Bacon 2. 100 bits from VHow96. 3 months from Master O Darkin. And 9 months from Larson M. Thank you.
Blind Rider said, please explain to me how grapefruit juice is not the worst, or how is it not the worst drink ever?
Grapefruit juice is like, is it cilantro? Cilantro. Like, you don't get to decide whether you like it or not. It's not your choice.
A lot of people say it's bitter, and I don't taste bitter. It's like sour. And good.
No. I like sour. Sour is great. Give me the sour. Place the sour into my body. Grapefruit juice is disgusting. It's like a mistake. It's terrible. But the thing is, you don't get to decide whether you like grapefruit juice. You don't get to decide whether you like cilantro. These aren't decisions that you get to make. Your body is just how it is. And if you taste grapefruit juice and you're like, oh, this is good, then it's like, then you're in that camp.
Both my parents like grapefruit juice.
I sincerely think that you cannot learn to like grapefruit juice. I really like, because I've tried. There's been so many foods and things over the years that I've tried repeatedly, and then eventually I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm getting this. I'm getting there. But grapefruit juice, I can't. Every time Mal gets some, I'll have a little bit, and it's always the worst thing.
Kepler, please don't roll off the table.
Can't stop him.
That's a long way down.
I know, but you can't stop him. He's fine. Yeah, it's I mean, yeah, you could grow out of it. Or grow into it. Because your taste buds change. Taste buds change in like wild ways too. Like you get older and like you just suddenly like stuff, you suddenly dislike stuff, you become allergic to stuff.
Oh yeah.
That sort of thing just happens, which is weird. So there's a chance. There's a chance that I could like suddenly like grapefruit juice at some point, but
Yeah, I think we need to adjust exposure.
are we bright?
I think a lot of the light is reflecting off of our cat. Because, like, I look over there, and his white fur is like a spotlight.
All right, let me see what this. Let me see what it thinks, because
The Kep reflector.
Let me see what it thinks it should do for the iris. If I hit this.
The outside of our window is super dirty. Wow.
Yeah, that was fine. That was fine. The other thing I could have done, because I know, it's because it's on. The other thing I could have done actually, dual gain on this is 1250. Yeah, I could, if I do that. How many stops is that? That's a third a stop. So this is the same. Pretty close. Pretty close.
This just shows off how much pollen we have on the outside of our window.
The best thing that you could probably do for a situation like this is like if we were trying to realistically do breakfast stream downstairs, what we would probably do is put up
A sheer curtain?
yeah, because what it is that we're actually exposed pretty well. It's just this is very bright.
It looks like a reflection on your face.
Yeah. That's our boy. He just napping in the sun. He probably won't fall.
Probably.
Probably. He'll probably be fine. We got 15 months from Bubbles, 8738. 10 months from The Masky. 300 from Satsy says, okay, I've never been clear on the difference between bitter and sour. It was never well communicated, so my knowledge is limited. To help me, where do lemon and lime sit on that scale?
Sour.
Yeah, those are sour. So
Bitter to me is like something that you just kind of go, ugh. Like if you chew on an orange rind.
yeah, I like the easiest way to differentiate to me would be using some artificial stuff. Like
Bitter medicine, yeah.
Like if you were to do, well, I guess you don't have to use artificial. So like the best examples to me would be lemon and coffee. Coffee is bitter.
Yeah, if
Like
you don't put anything in it.
If you get black coffee, that is bitter. Sour would be lemon. Like if you have
Sour makes like this muscle in your face like
it's a different. They're both repulsion, right? It's both like, but it's a different.
Jonathan says, a lemon is
Experience.
sour, a Switch cartridge is bitter.
I mean, not wrong. Not David Lynch. Cake, neither bitter nor sour. Have they made sour cake?
You can get lemon cake.
Yeah, but it's like sweet lemon.
Yeah.
I'm saying, has someone made a cake that's like full of like Warheads frosting?
Just take some citric acid and mix it into cream cheese.
I'm just saying, like I love sour stuff, and it's my family's always loved sour stuff, and I remember especially when I was a kid, eating a lot of sour stuff to the point where my mouth would be full of ulcers. Don't do that, by the way, but I did, just because I love sour stuff so much. And the big thing when I was younger is like, people would try and eat Warheads without making a face, or they would put like multiple Warheads in their mouth, which is the recipe for disaster. Oh, Alfie Goldfish says, I had a Warhead cupcake before. Okay, so yeah, so it exists. Okay, good. Because I was like, this should exist. There's nothing that should stop a sour cake from existing. That being said, I don't know that a lot of people would find it like
Yamadorgon says,
appetizing.
I like sour apples. My dad and I would go to apple orchards, and he'd be like, what apples aren't in season yet? I want apples that are like super tiny, super sour, and we'd go pick them, and that would be what we bought.
I like sour apples. A good Granny Smith.
No, more sour than that. That's what he wanted.
A baby unripened Granny Smith.
Yeah, that's what he wanted.
Like the size of a plum.
There was an old farmhouse near my mom's house that had an apple tree, and they tore the house down at some point because the people moved out or whatever, but left the apple tree, so it's just in a field.
Yeah.
So sometimes when my dad would bring Carly and I back to my mom's house, we'd stop there and pick apples.
I mean, if you know what you like, you know what you like.
Yeah.
Honestly, what adulthood really is slowly trying to find out what you like. It's what you're like spending your whole life doing. And like you start to figure it out in your 20s, and then by your 30s you're like, all right, I think I know what I like. That's like the point of
Homer
existence.
says Steven with his pretzel salt.
Yeah. See, you gotta know what you like. See, I knew that.
You and Brendan.
I knew that at a young age, though. From a young age, I was like, the bottom of this bag is the best part. It's the best part. Love it. Love it. And yeah, bitter and sour are probably subjective. Like they're if all of tastedom is a line.
That's probably more of a chart. Like an X and Y axis. Yeah.
I am not mentally prepared to plot these things
So
on a
it's
chart.
like-
I was mentally prepared
like-
to put them on a line.
No, it's like sour and bitter and like sweet and savory. So you have quadrants.
You can't have.
So like
You
lemons
can't-
would be sour,
you can't
coffee would be
put-
bitter, and cake would be sweet.
You can't put sweet and bitter on
What would be
on
sweet?
quadrants because you can't have sweet bitter.
What if you put sugar in coffee?
Then it's sweet. Right? Am I wrong? I think sweet would be opposite of bitter.
Bittersweet.
Okay, maybe. I'm not sure that I agree that sour is the opposite of bitter. I think sweet is the opposite of bitter. And if you want bittersweet, then you would just be closer to the middle, maybe. Yeah, also savory sour is not... You can't invent new concepts. Okay, I gotta get back to what I was doing. 400 Bits for Furry Zoe says, I imagine when naming the fear of long words, there was a meeting. All right, guys, what do we call this? Jim, the evil one, says he's got an idea. How about Hippopotamonstrosicquipedaliophobia. Grandson Brambo gifted sub to G&W Fangirl. Thank you. And we should probably we have some things we have to take care of today. So we should probably talk about some of the things that we've done recently and are coming up.
Yeah.
Yesterday was a big day for the vlog because we released a bunch of stuff. There's a new 2018 vlog out. Good. And the vlog came out, and then something else. Oh, Mail! Mail came out. August Mail is out. And September Mail is done. Praise Dan. So we'll be getting September Mail out pretty soon as well. So a lot of stuff dropping, relatively soon, relatively quickly. And happy about that, honestly. Just glad to be getting all that stuff out. It's Thursday, so Luigi's Mansion continues today. Before Extra Life memorable moment, because I've been posting only memorable moments from Extra Life for like the past 3 weeks or something. Mm-hmm. So that finally wraps up. And the only other thing to announce is that tomorrow night, during our normal stream time, 8 p.m. Eastern, is the test stream. I believe everyone will be here.
Yep.
Chaz, Jeff, Dan, and Lindsay. I think everyone will be here.
Someone asked about my painting. It will be out next weekend.
Yeah. There will still be a painting, but that'll be next week. And that's it.
Artist series?
I'll announce that when I can. It's always in the works.
Yeah.
It's always in the works, but it's on that note, it is worth mentioning probably that you've only got another week and a half, I guess like a week and a half to pick up Duck Moment. So if you're interested in getting a shirt or a mug or something with Duck Moment, you'll want to get that in the next week and a half. And on that same note, the pumpkin and skeleton mugs will also be going away at the end of the month. So you just got a little bit of time left. Oh yeah, Extra Life Turtles. You're right. I'm sorry. Let me do that. This is the last stream I get to do. Well, I guess tomorrow, but tomorrow it'll be on screen at the whole stream tomorrow, so it's not as special. Okay. So this is the last time.
Did you refresh it?
Yep.
Okay.
This is the last time we're going to look at this before tomorrow when we look at it for a long time. Wii Sports 434. Let's play
Yeah.
That's new.
That's my game.
Let's play Ballerina at 5:25. Cool. Garfield chose Space Lasagna at 5:30. A penny more. Hello Kitty Seasons and Dokapon's still sitting up top, but again, roulette is $500. So that's a lot.
Renee says, I hope there's a tutu. I don't think any of my dance costumes are here.
Also, I would probably break them.
No.
No?
No.
Okay. Yeah. Anyway, so that's the current standings. I am excited. I'm excited for things. Is this off? There it goes. I was tapping the thing and it wasn't moving. I was like, you're supposed to move. What was I doing? Let's see. I have to move to the
Other screen.
I know, it's really throwing me off. It won't be like this during the event.
Was that a car door? It can't be.
Because during the event, we don't have control of all of this.
Yeah.
Either I can't remember if Dan or Chaz did. One of them has control of the of OBS, so I think Dan did. I think Dan, because Chaz is so busy inputting the donations and making sure that side's running it, or running correctly, I think Dan was the one that was doing all of the, like, scene changes and stuff. We had 300 from Diddy Eggs, who says, I'm probably going to redo Donkey Kong Country 2 and 3 for my Death Counted run. Hold on.
No picnic is complete without Tiny Eddie's extra crispy mosquito pies.
Hate that. I did use the Switch's rewind feature for bonus rooms because I knew a normal player wouldn't go here. Donkey Kong Country 2 was 31 and 3 was 63. Let's see what happens here. Good luck. Good luck. I hope you can get it down. I'm just still going to stand by my my prediction that if I were to go through the first game, I could get my deaths, what did I say, single digits?
Yeah.
I'm going to continue to say that and then never actually do it, so I never have to prove anything. It's a great way of living your life. It's like, yeah, I think I could probably get that boat up on top of that bridge there. Like, can you do it? Nah, I can't do it. I'm busy. 1,000 bits from Yami Florence says, Tiny Eddie, what's your sweetest sour item? Extra crispy mosquito pies.
I hate that so much.
I mean, you know, in some parts of the world, it's very common to eat insects.
Yeah, but mosquitoes,
But
because
mosquitoes-
they have bloodborne illnesses?
Yeah, mosquitoes aren't part of that, but Tiny Eddie didn't get that memo. So Tiny Eddie was like, I think I'll just make this. And then, like, while it's shipping, they're like, Tiny Eddie, what about all the bloodborne illnesses? And Tiny Eddie's like, the what? I was cursed by a wizard. I'm going to live forever. I guess. Is he going to live forever? Is that his shtick? If he's 158? He's probably not going to die now. Anyway, also Kerbeb gifted a sub to CS Creations 19. Thanks. All right. We showed off the totals. Oh, they're still on screen. Now they're gone. That's it. I don't have anything else.
Yeah.
Please join us tomorrow evening for the test stream if you can and you want. Otherwise, we'll see you Saturday. It's here, folks.
Yeah.
It's here. It's here! I'm ready.
You startled Kepi.
He'll be all right.
He cute.
He barely lifted his head. Thanks for being here. See you tomorrow. That's it. Bye.